To understand the history of our work at Reconciliation Services, first we have to go back and look at the history of Troost Avenue. Long before Troost Avenue became the historic dividing line of Kansas City, it was home to the Osage Nation, who lived on this land for centuries, nurturing its natural beauty and resources. On modern-day Troost Avenue, the Osage Nation would carry their canoes to the Missouri River. Unsure of the actions of the U.S. government, the Osage Nation sold their land for pennies on the dollar. In the 1830s, Reverend James Porter owned 365 acres along modern-day Troost, where he owned dozens of enslaved Africans that tended to the fields. Around the same time, Dr. Benoit Troost aided in the construction of a variety of buildings and enterprises, and was one of the founding fathers of Kansas City. After his death in 1851, the Troost plantation was divided into a variety of residences and eventually became known as Millionaire's Row, a bustling hub of economic prosperity lined with grand mansions and thriving businesses. This period marked an economic boom, attracting a diverse population to the area, from immigrants migrating to the Kansas City area. However, the economic bust that followed the Great Depression led to the significant changes. Economic disparities grew, and the separation of school districts further entrenched social divides. These changes set the stage for the redlining policies that would later devastate this community. Redlining, a discriminatory practice that began in the 1930s, involved denying services to residents of certain areas based on their race or ethnicity. This systematic racism was institutionalized through policies that marked neighborhoods predominantly inhabited by Black people as high risk, leading to a lack of investment and resources. Solidified in the 1950s, racially restrictive covenants, real estate block busting, community disinvestment, and the placing of Troost as a dividing line for school districts had solidified Troost's place as the dividing line in our city. These policies not only hindered economic growth in these communities, but also entrenched racial divides. Troost Avenue became the dividing line between the affluent, predominantly white neighborhoods to the west and the underserved, predominantly Black neighborhoods to the east. Today, the legacy of redlining is still visible. Despite this, the community has shown resilience and strength, working towards healing and rebuilding and turning the dividing line into a gathering place.
In response to these historical injustices, Reconciliation Services was founded in the 1980s. Our mission is to transform Troost Avenue into a thriving community where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. Reconciliation Services began as a ministry of the Orthodox Christian churches, driven by a group of dedicated individuals committed to addressing the immediate needs of the surrounding community. Over the years, we've expanded our programs to provide comprehensive support.
At Reconciliation Services, we understand that addressing the challenges our neighbors face require more than just one approach. That's where the Reveal program comes in. Our comprehensive social and mental health initiative is designed to help individuals overcome obstacles, heal, and thrive. Our case management team collaborates closely with community stakeholders, including local residents, partner organizations, and influential community members. We provide services such as assistance with identification and documentation, utility support, and access to vital resources. Case managers champion the interests of our clients, ensuring they feel recognized, heard, and appreciated within their community. These efforts serve as foundational steps towards achieving stability and self-sufficiency.
Alongside social services, Reveal offers trauma-informed therapy. For many of our neighbors, healing from past experiences is the key to moving forward. Our therapists provide a safe space where individuals can explore their challenges, build resilience, and rediscover hope. The Reveal program is about more than social services. It's about empowerment. It's about giving our neighbors the tools and support they need to create a brighter future for themselves and their families.
The Foster Grandparent Program is a cornerstone of reconciliation services, embodying the spirit of connection and care. This program, part of Senior Corps' initiative, pairs low-income seniors with children who face social and economic disadvantages. Together, they build bridges across generations and foster mutual growth. These incredible volunteers serve throughout the metro area, providing mentorship, nurturing, and support, making a lasting impact in the lives of the children in our community. But the benefits don't stop there. The relationships are transformative for the foster grandparents too, giving them a renewed sense of purpose, belonging, and joy. The Foster Grandparent Program isn't just about mentorship. It's about creating a ripple effect of kindness and understanding that strengthens our entire community. Together, we're building a better future, one child, one senior, one connection at a time.
Thelma's Kitchen is a pay-it-forward cafe and social enterprise. This innovative approach not only provides nutritious meals, but also supports the financial and outreach efforts of our overall mission, creating a sustainable model for community support.
At the heart of Reconciliation Services, you'll find Thelma's Kitchen, a place where everyone is welcome, regardless of their ability to pay. Named in honor of Thelma Altschul, whose passion for service continues to inspire us.
When I met her, she was already taking people in and caring for them on the street. Our first month of marriage, we had 20 people living with us. She loved to care for people. She was a mother and a grandmother in the community. My kids always talked about Thelma's fried chicken, and then she would make these corn cakes. You know, it was like really knowing how to touch people's stomach with comfort food.
Thelma's Kitchen opened its doors in 2018, located on Troost Avenue, the historic dividing line in Kansas City. This cafe has always been more than just a place to eat. It's a gathering space where community members can come together, share a meal, and support one another. When the pandemic hit in 2020, we had to close the cafe, but that didn't stop us from serving our community. We adapted, offering a boxed lunch and catering program to continue feeding our neighbors and spreading the word about our work. And in 2024, we celebrated a new chapter with the grand reopening of Thelma's Kitchen and welcomed our community back into our Pay It Forward cafe. Our Pay It Forward model is simple yet impactful. We have a suggested price for each meal, and we ask every neighbor to contribute what they can to help pay it forward. For those who can pay the full price and give a little extra, you're invited to do so, helping us ensure that everyone has access to a meal. This approach not only feeds those in need, but also builds a sense of community, where everyone shares what they can.
But Thelma's Kitchen wouldn't be what it is today without the dedication of our volunteers. Volunteers are the heart and soul of our work here. They assist our chefs with meal prep, serve on the line, and ensure that every guest feels welcome and valued. Through their efforts, we can create an environment where dignity of choice is upheld and everyone who walks through our doors knows that they belong. Thelma's passion for service lives on through each meal we serve and each connection that we make. Together, we're transforming Troost Avenue not just as a line on a map, but as a place where people gather, share, and grow. As volunteers, you play a crucial role in this mission, helping us to bring our vision to life, one meal, one conversation, and one act of kindness at a time. Through delicious, home-cooked food, the dignity of choice, and fostering a true gathering place on Kansas City's historic dividing line, Thelma's Kitchen continues to be a beacon of hope and unity in our community.
Share a meal, build community, pay it forward. These are the parts that make reconciliation more possible today than it was yesterday. It's not something that we can do alone. It's something that can only be accomplished together.
Through all of these efforts, we aim to create a space of reconciliation where every individual feels valued and supported. Our volunteers are at the heart of this mission, bringing hope and tangible change to those who need it the most. The story doesn't end there, though. Reconciliation is ongoing, and like any relationship, it changes over time. But only together are we able to acknowledge the struggles and the oppression of our past and our present, and then move forward into a new future together. In Glenn North's poem, City of Reconciliation, he talks about what Troost means to 31 members of our community who have come together to share their stories.
Reconciliation is us together, standing here on this sacred corner. Our centuries-long journey has brought us to this place, a new beginning. Dancing on the edge of the wind, a dream we can now inhabit. If the city of reconciliation is where we choose to reside, we must never hide from the truth of our history. With humility, we recognize parking lots were paved over the home of the Osage. Beneath the concrete are the bones of slaves. We move beyond intentions in pursuit of redemption. We recover and reclaim the ruin and rubble that remains from riots and rebellions and red lines that attempted to define humanity. Our bodies comprise a liturgy of inclusivity. All are welcome here. This city of reconciliation is not built with bricks and mortar. It sits on a foundation of love and hope, and its infinite growth is empowered by the heart of the people. We of the broken spirit, we of the wounded soul, forge a conspiracy of forgiveness and acceptance, which inevitably makes us whole. With fierce vulnerability, our strength is revealed. We build an amazing citizenry. Our homes are habitats of honesty. Fractured relationships are restored joyfully. With the masonry of civility, we have even learned to ponder sonder, which is to say, we perceive all that we experience collectively. We commemorate this historic intersection as a site for reflection and reconnection, for communion and reunion, for comfort and peace. In this house, we have prepared a table for you. Our balanced menu is stupendous. Everything is seasoned with transcendence. This city of reconciliation can become our truth. May it all begin on the corner of 31st and Troost. Thank you.